Hello. I come here to follow up on the discussion that we began a few days ago. What is the symbolism, or what is the importance of, what is the importance of writing system as it relates to culture, science, and the arts. How about in general civilization? I shared with you a lot of symbols. Particularly, these symbols have Ethiopic script, Proto-Latin, and Sabian. I shared with you a picture, and that picture shows the symbolism, basically. So where each alphabet comes from. Basically, I started with the Proto-Latin and how Proto-Latin is actually shaped using Ethiopic and Sabian. In fact, even older alphabets or scripts can be added in there. So now the most important question we need to ask is that, what is Ethiopia sacrificing when 52 languages are using Latin for their writing needs? What is the loss? Okay, many advocates for the use of Latin think or believe that, one, Latin can civilize people, because it is convenient to access technology, right? Number two, Ethiopic script is not adequate to write in the 52 languages. This is the argument. This argument is not based on research, is not based of the reality of history. The first argument false, because we can give examples of highly developed societies like Japan using their own script, Korea, South Korea, they use their own script, China, the Arabs, all of them use their own scripts, and they have no problem accessing to any kind of technology and so on. So that's a very silly argument. The second one is Ethiopic script is not adequate to write the 52 languages. For this one, there are two answers. Yes, it is enough. The second one is, okay, it's not enough, but the answer is develop a writing system, an indigenous, an indigenous script. Okay, do one, it is enough. Ethiopic language can write anything, with maybe slight modifications, but no, that's something that we don't want to see. That's something that does not represent us. Okay, let it be. But in any way, in any event, you can develop your own indigenous script. Now, let's go to Google Translate platform and show you how things are written, how a given script or a given writing system is adequate to do the job. In a Google Translate, by the way, at the outset, they show you an image of an Amharic keyboard. That's something that looks like Amharic keyboard. Actually, this is not Amharic keyboard. This is English keyboard. Okay, let me demonstrate why it is English keyboard. On the background, you are actually transcribing the Amharic. In the background, you are transcribing the Amharic, and the Amharic script will come out. For example, when I write Abebe, I write A, I put the letter B, but B gives me B, so Abe, B-E, B-E. Okay, look here. This is the transcription. This is the transcription. I am writing A-B-E-B, A-B-E-B-E, but actually this is not the transcription. This is how it sounds. Ebebe. All right. Now, let us write Kebede. Kebede. K-E-B-E-D-E. I'm writing English in the background. For example, if I turn off the keyboard and then put this there, look what is going to happen. Watch. A, B, up, abe, B, K, A. See, now on the screen it did not show. Let me make the screen smaller so that you can see. Let me try, for example, E, hold on, where is E? E, you see? E, E, no. Maybe I have a shift or a cap locked. Okay, A, Ethiopia, yeah. You see? Shift B, shift B, yeah, Ethiopia. I am writing basically an English keyboard. It's an English keyboard. Okay, I am writing the English basically. You can see it here to the left. Okay, to the left for the English translation. I am writing the English. So let me try again. Afan, No, I need na. Afan. Don't you? Afan. So, afan. Oromo. You see that? I'm writing English. Look is an important to look language. Okay, Congo. And then Kwanka. Actually, man, Kwan. So you see, we are writing the English. So my great brothers, who argue with me on why Afan Oromo is written in Latin, they are actually transcribing. They don't have a written language. Afan Oromo does not have a written language at this time. They are just transcribing it. They are transcribing it, phonetize it, okay? That's not a writing system. Latin is not a writing system for the 52 languages. It's not a writing system. It's a phonetizing system. By the way, you can do this with any language you want. You can do it in Hebrew. You can phonetize in Hebrew. You can do it in any language you want. So in my opinion, this doesn't make sense. Now, the problem of using Latin alphabet for the purpose of writing Ethiopian languages, there is something very huge that Ethiopian children are missing. Let me demonstrate. I'm going to stop sharing this, and then I'm going to bring sharing this. Okay, I showed you this picture a few days ago. There are 3 civilizations here. The civilization of Ethiopia and the Savian Ethiopian civilization. You can clearly see the 2 civilizations here in the picture. For example, this is na. These 2, this is Savian, this is Ethiopian. This is the na sound, the na shape that is used to create the letter N for the English. Okay? This is the Ma language, the Mal script for Amharic. This is the Ma script for Ethiopic. This is the shape that led to the letter M for the English. Okay? This is Y. Later on it became Y. This is our Ya from Sabian and Ethiopic Ya. This is the Sabian Da. This is Amharic Da. And this is the Da, the Dalit that led to the letter D. Now, look at the letter A. A, guess. A, Sabian. A, Proto-Latin, or the shape that led to A. Actually, once upon a time, this shape is used to describe the bull. T. This is the letter T that led to the Latin T. This is the Sabian T. This is K, Sabian. This is K, Amharic. This is K, the English. The same shape. This is sheen, sh. But we let it be the sa, by the way, that's a sound. But this is the sh sound for Latin script. This is the, we called it sa actually in Amharic. It's actually sh. Okay? Let us look at the. This the is Sabian. This the is the Proto-Latin. This the is the Ethiopian. Now look at ha. Ha, the Amharic, and het. Probably something that we need to think about is we have several has, right? We have several has. So that's one of them. Of is right there. Then is here, Sabian is here. Third, sir. Third, the Latin, and sir. And then this one, I didn't identify them. Ra. Ra is here, Sabian is here, Amharic is here. So, these are the shapes. There are many more shapes. But what is the meaning of it for the world? What is the meaning for the Ethiopian? For the Ethiopian, anytime he looks at a shape that looks like any of the letters in Amharic, right? Let's say A, you can see it anywhere, in any context, in any language, in any culture, but you will always remember, when you see that shape, you will always remember your learning in a grade school, or the first day you got a feeder, or it reminds you of Ethiopia. Okay? These things have, if they are very well studied, they are related to cosmology, belief systems, and things like that at the very beginning, So our job is to find out, where they came from, who the first person is, or the first culture that produced it, who copied it from what is the meaning of it. So one of the biggest issue regarding this 52 languages writing their language in Latin, one of the most important matter is that they are not learning their culture by way of shouting out the various letters. For example, a student, a very young student learning the letter A, okay, you tell him that is A. If you ask him what A represents, if he asks you what A represents as a symbol for that given culture, let's say that people who are in the Oromo culture, there's nothing you can tell him. Okay, there's nothing you can tell him. For example, in Amharic, the letter P, right? P, right, has a meaning. For example, there are two things that are connecting together like this. By the way, this is a horn. This is called a horn cane. Okay, it has two branches like that. It can be the priestess. But what is the meaning of it? This is called the unity of opposites. This is a clear description of a human being. We are very good people, bad people in one, okay? In one. There is evil there is good in a person. That's what it means. In physics, this week I will call this antiparticle antiparticle pair. When they contact, they become neutral. There are many meanings for this pair. A woman, a man got married, they became one. That's also a meaning. It has symbolism, cultural symbolism. I'm not sure the person or the culture who created this pair has these things in mind. So for those symbols who we do not have the actual meaning of the symbol, we can create a symbol. If you learn this, that each script of Ethiopian script, each script has a meaning. Okay, so the big question, one of the very important festivals in Bali is Sheikh Hussein. So the pilgrims who go to Sheikh Hussein carry a cane. They carry a cane that looks like Bala. You understand? Now, if anyone desires to create a font or a script for Afan Oromo, this symbol is so important. It is used by millions of Muslims, right? We have to put that one in our in the new script that the brave intellectuals who champion writing Afan Oromo in Latin can decide on their own about really representing this particular symbol. Okay? How about something like this? For example, the symbol of infinity or something like that can be part of this conversation in terms of creating a symbol for God, Waka. Well, so this is a symbol of infinite. So Waka. How about a symbol for mother and child? Or for Sankey, I would use this. The mother, you see, she has her baby at the back and she is carrying another baby at the back. So there is this kind of representation can be made. This is just if you use Ethiopic. Now, for those people who say Ethiopic is not enough, they are making a mistake. Remember, written language, it is not a mechanical system. It's not a mechanical system that everything has to be represented. You take things by context. Context is very important. You can't write everything. Okay? Then, for example, in a situation where Berlang, okay, Berlang, this, there's no thread, it's kind of Berlang. You see? Berlang and Berlang. This is eat, this is hit, or criticize me, Berlang. You see, now for people, we are using the same le here. What is going on? One is like, it's not a stress, the other one is very strong. Why is that we don't use a different script for this thing? No, if you do something like that, then your script will be infinite in number. It's so large that it can't handle it. So in this situation, you can only understand what is written from the context, So the Those who are championing Latin alphabet want everything to be articulated, everything articulated. But it is impossible to articulate everything. Impossible. So you take the context. That way, the writing system will be economical, and I prefer script against alphabet, by the way. Alphabet, the one big problem you have is you have to spelling. Okay? For example, Fayyada. Okay, let's say Fayyada. Another guy can say Fayyada. Okay? So, which spelling is the correct spelling? But if it is a script, there's no problem. Okay, Fayyada. Finished. I don't need to spell. So you have to think about creating a script. The script is economical. So at this point, for the when you look at the keyboard, okay, Amharic has 33, and then the other variations, Kuala, Mara, Sasha, or whatever. So 33. Ge'ez may have like 22 to 26, right? But if we have to develop a keyboard, say, for a language that uses Latin, what is going to happen is typing, for example, typing will take time, right? Writing takes a larger space. It takes a larger space. And of course, the keyboard, the number of keys that Afan Oromo should occupy, let's say the Latin script, may be bigger than the keyboard that's available. It is possible. So there are these technical problems, okay? There are technical problems. Now, if people want to develop a font or a script for any language, there are many good examples, especially in Ethiopia. The Safalo, I believe it's the Safalo script, I think, script. There are the Osmania script. This Osmania script has 28 consonants and I believe 13 vowels. So when you put this together, there are 364 letters to learn. Actually, you only learn 28 of them, but it is very amazing to see 28 times 13, which is 364. This is really 365, almost 1 year, right? So the person who developed this script knows about Ethiopic. For sure, he knows about Ethiopia. What he did is he gave one script for each day. So think about it. Symbolism is important. What is that? Our children, those who are using the 52 languages, okay, these children are learning every day. What pictures are you showing them? A, B, C, D is not useful for them, not useful. Create symbols representing their culture and teach them their culture. See, the symbols that you use. You see, these symbols that we use, each one of them represents something that reminds the children about themselves. A, B, C, D do not show anything about Ethiopians. They don't. Ha, who shows plenty about Ethiopia than ABC. ABCD, we use it for convenience. As I showed you, the keyboard that Google Translate uses is actually the English keyboard. We're writing Latin, actually. We're using Latin. But when you hit the Latin letters, in some combination, the Ethiopic script letters come, and then that's why, fine. But it is not really an Ethiopic keyboard. If you have a real Ethiopic keyboard, each letter has its own position. Each script has its own position on the keyboard. But this is not how it is. Ha is HA. You have to have H and A together to get your ha, or H and E together to get your ha. So that is what I'm saying here. I hope you understand the argument. I hope that Ethiopia will pay attention to the education system. The current education system that we have has given us ethnic cleansing, okay, death and destruction. So I think people, Ethiopian thinkers and such people, knowledgeable people, should think about this and give us a humanity-based academy or learning system or education system. That's what we're looking for. I hope you enjoyed this. And I like to end this by saying, አመሰግናለሁ. Okay, በርቱ hashtag ጎበዝ Ethiopia. Have a nice day.